We are nearing the end of the series, Weight Am I Hypermobile? What you need today is a mat. We're going to be down on the floor and a band that is a heavy-ish resistance. So if you got the TheraBand, I'm going to use probably green, but honestly, the longer one that you have is better. My green one broke off a little bit. So I'm going to try the green, and if that doesn't work, I'll do the red because it is longer. And we are going to use the band to help us mobilize your thoracic spine when we can't get into some of these positions on our own. So grab your equipment and let's start on the floor and let's build stability for your hypermobility. All right, we are at the end of the series with one final exercise before we put it all together tomorrow. You're gonna take your band. This one really might be too small for me since mine broke. I'm gonna use the red. I would probably recommend green or like the heavier resistance if you have it long. And then I'm gonna tie it kind of towards the end so that it's a pretty big loop. If you've done some of my other series or you're familiar with my stuff, you've probably seen a version of this exercise before, which is you start on your hands and knees for our wrist modification. You can do fists, or you can hold on to dumbbells, or you can fold up a towel or yoga mat and put it under your wrists so that you're less extended. Our knees are about hip width apart, shoulders up, back down. Okay, then we're gonna do our knees way wide and then our hips way back. Be cautious if your knees sublux or dislocate. This will depend on your hip anatomy. I'm quite comfortable in this position. Some people cannot tolerate it, and if that's you, it is okay to actually stay up onto your knees if you feel any pinching in your hips. Otherwise, we're gonna come here. I'm really sitting back kind of between my feet to lock out my low back, and then my elbows come under. The regular version of this exercise is using your mid back and rotating up towards the ceiling. A lot of times the issue is that we have the mobility, but we don't have the strength against gravity to even reach that position. So what we do in that case is either somebody can move your arm or you can use the band as like a little backpack sling. So if my right arm is going up, this goes around my right shoulder, around my back, and then my left knee just barely slips in, and then I come back down. Okay, here's what that looks like. So kind of to review, if your right arm is coming up, slings around your right, comes all the way around, your left knee goes in and down. Then we can reset in your position. And this is pulling you kind of diagonally, so it gives you assistance as you come up. When you get to the top, take a deep breath in and out. You're actually going to use the stabilizing arm to sort of push your hips back. And we're breathing. Notice where the weight is in your feet. Or in your hips? Are you weight shifting? Or are you keeping your weight equal? Protect your knees. Do whatever you need to do with your ankle. The other thing is sometimes people just rotate way over. But I'm really still keeping weight equal through the hips. Deep breath in and out at the top, and then come back down. Your shoulder, yes, is moving, but it's following. I don't want any of this just shoulder movement. It should be all the mid-back movement. And then same thing with the neck. We want to make sure your neck isn't overly rotating. You're just staying in line with your mid-back and breathing. And then let's do about 5 on the other side. So if we're doing our left side, through the left side, again, the more resistance, the more assistance you're going to get with this one. Right knee goes in, and it's around my whole knee. I'm not putting my ankle in it or anything. It's just there. Knees apart, hips back, And this time it's helping me go into left rotation. So like I could probably use a tighter band in this instance so that it helps me. You want to make sure it's like really on your shoulder, like closer to your neck than your shoulder. We're doing 5. You kind of go a little bit, take a deep breath in and out. See if you can go farther. Push your hips back. And that is my favorite version. You also can come up here if you prefer. Our modification, if this position is entirely uncomfortable for you, would be no band. You would actually just go to your side, knees bent, and then like you're pulling a bow and arrow and rotating back. You just want to be mindful that your mid back is doing the movement, not the shoulder. We're actually rotating, but our hips are staying pushed forward. So some of you may get down towards the ground and some of you may not, but this is our modification. You could do 5 on each side, but we're still targeting that mid back region. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and even it out. And then tomorrow, ooh, there's a little pop there. We will combine everything we've learned into one final workout for the series. And there we have it. Let me know how it feels in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow for the flow to put it all together.